This is Real Talk with Preshpen, where we say what people are thinking, but won't say out loud. Welcome back. And if this is your first time here, I'm really glad you're here. This month, we're doing something different. Every episode in June, I'm bringing in experts, real conversations, and people who don't just speak about these things online, but sit with real people going through them every day.
Our June theme is soft life or hard truth. And today's question is one I think a lot of people are quietly struggling with, even if they don't admit it out loud.
Real Talk with Preshpen, Episode 6. Is the soft life healing you or just hiding you?
Today's guest is someone whose work I've respected for a long time. She's a licensed therapist and emotional wellness expert who has helped countless people work through emotional burnout, trauma, vulnerability, and self-worth struggles. Welcome to Real Talk, Dr. Amara Osei.
Thank you for having me. And honestly, that question you just asked, I hear versions of it in therapy constantly. People just don't phrase it that directly. So how do they phrase it? They say things like, I'm protecting my peace. I'm focused on myself right now. I don't do drama anymore.
And sometimes that's true. Sometimes that genuinely is growth. But sometimes it's a very polished way of saying, I've stopped engaging with anything that challenges me emotionally.
Layer 1. What is the soft life really?
Let's break that down. Because when people hear soft life, they think rest, boundaries, peace, self-love, choosing yourself. What's wrong with that? Nothing. Absolutely nothing when it's rooted in self-awareness instead of fear. Rest is necessary, boundaries are healthy, and choosing yourself is not selfish. But here's what I've noticed. A lot of people discovered the language of self-care right after something painful happened. A breakup, a betrayal, burnout, failure, rejection. And instead of truly processing the pain, they built an identity around avoiding it. That's deep, because healing and hiding can look almost identical from the outside. Both people might isolate, both might set boundaries, both might say they're protecting their peace, but one person is recovering, the other is emotionally retreating. Healing asks you to eventually face something. Hiding asks you to build a comfortable life where you never have to. That's profound.
Quote of the day. Healing requires courage. Hiding requires control. Layer 2. The signs you're hiding, not healing.
So how do you tell the difference? Because honestly, from the outside, they can look exactly the same. The first thing I look at is this: what exactly are they avoiding? Healing people avoid what consistently harms them. Hiding people avoid what emotionally exposes them. There's a difference between leaving a toxic relationship and becoming so guarded that nobody can truly reach you anymore. There's a difference between stepping away from burnout and using peace as a reason to avoid accountability, vulnerability, or growth. So the real question isn't what you're avoiding. It's why. Exactly. Because the why reveals whether something is protecting you or imprisoning you. And most people never sit with that long enough to answer honestly, because uncomfortable truths rarely feel comforting at first.
Layer 3. Going deeper.
I want to go deeper for a second, because I think there are people listening right now who genuinely believe they're healing. They journal, they have routines, they set boundaries, they post affirmations, they say things like, I know my worth. But underneath all of that, they still haven't dealt with the real wound. What does that look like from where you sit? It often looks like someone who appears emotionally evolved on the outside, but emotionally frozen underneath. They've mastered the aesthetics of healing, the candles, the solitude, the self-care language, the curated peace. But the moment vulnerability appears, the moment honesty requires risk, they shut down because the soft life stopped being a place of rest and became emotional armor. Armor against what? Against being fully seen, against intimacy, against caring deeply about something again and risking disappointment. A lot of people aren't protecting their peace, they're protecting their fear of rejection. And those are not the same thing.
Take home. The soft life became armor, not a refuge. Armor against being fully known.
Layer 4. The hard truth.
So what's the hard truth for the person listening right now? The person realizing this conversation might actually be about them? The hard truth is this: real healing is uncomfortable. Sometimes healing looks peaceful, but sometimes it looks like grief. Accountability, honesty, crying in therapy, having difficult conversations, trying again after being hurt. You cannot heal through permanent avoidance. At some point, you have to turn around and face the thing you've been building your entire life around not feeling.
And what about the people who are terrified to do that?
Fear doesn't always mean you're making the wrong decision. Sometimes fear is proof that something matters deeply to you. The goal is not to create a life with zero discomfort. The goal is to become emotionally strong enough to move through discomfort without abandoning yourself. That's the real soft life. Not softness built on avoidance, softness built on security.
Last question. If somebody listening recognizes themselves in this conversation, what's the first step? Honesty, real honesty.
Sit with yourself quietly for a moment. No scrolling, no music, no distractions. And ask yourself this.
Question of the day. Is the life I'm building helping my grow or just helping my stay comfortable?
And whatever answer shows up first, before your mind edits it, pay attention to that answer, because that's usually where the real healing begins. That's the real talk. Thank you for being here, Dr. Amara. This conversation needed to happen. Thank you for creating space for conversations like this. That's today's Real Talk. I'll see you in the next episode. But until then, ask yourself the hard question and be honest enough to hear the answer.